Iceman tour? Really, Drake? You haven't even dropped the project yet. How's it going, Episavis community and YouTube? It's your boy Jtomreactions, and I'm here with another edition of Jtomreactions. Y'all, wow, indeed. And it's not the wow that you're thinking. So yeah, Drake apparently is gonna have an Iceman tour, and they're talking a lot of shit about the Iceman tour. Not the Iceman tour. They're talking shit about the GNX tour. You know, whenever this battle happened, and now people are going to compare Drake and Kendrick Lamar's tours, and they're gonna try to spin a narrative where Kendrick Lamar's tour wasn't as big as what they're making it seem. But before we get to this video, Yoeqtv has this video for us. Before we get to this video, y'all do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, the the share button. Also, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Also, go ahead and hit that noti bell so that way YouTube can let you know whenever I drop another video. And also, go ahead, okay, hit the hype button for me. Now, let's get to this video. I think I'm going to be punching the air on this one. Let's go.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we had DJ Akademiks claiming Drake is gearing up for the Iceman tour to come after Kendrick Lamar's global tour crown and his all-time highest-grossing rap tour record. And the goalpost moving on this is incredible.
And before we get to you, Yoeqtv, go ahead, everybody. Go ahead and show Yoeqtv some support. Go like his video. Go support his channel. Go subscribe. Hit that noti bell as well. And he's really good with his information. So let's go.
And I've been seeing this egregious narrative spinning a lot, honestly, with people trying to downplay the success of the GNX tour and its status as the highest grossing rap tour ever. With them going on to say that it shouldn't really count as much as that Drake tour because Drake got it by just touring North America. They feel.
But how many arenas did it take for him to do that? How many arenas did it take for him to do that? He toured long here in the United States, doing 2 to 3 shows in each city. He did it with less shows, mind you. Kendrick did. Let's go.
Not to mention the fact that it took Drake over twice the amount of shows to get to his mark. The coach of the OVOites will grasp at any half-baked narrative to try to cope, even if it makes him look like a lost flock of dodo birds. And even if he took the pace that Drake pulled off on his record-breaking tour, it would take like 170 shows plus to reach the mark that Kendrick has now. And Kendrick still has another leg of this tour to go, which will...
Hey, and guess what? You guys are about to punch the air. If you're a Drake fan, you're about to punch the air. They haven't even counted his South America tour yet. They haven't even counted the rest of his Europe legs yet. They haven't even counted his Australia tour because he hasn't even done it yet. Imagine if he does the GNX Deluxe. What's going to happen then? What's going to happen? God damn, bro.
Obviously add to his total. So prepare for a 3-year Iceman tour, guys. Iceman rollout has definitely been a dud, so that's definitely not going to do this tour any favors. A rollout's job is to create excitement for a project, and frankly, it's done the exact opposite to many of his own fans, with tons of them complaining and asking him to just drop the project already. Maybe this feat could have been possible 4 to 5 years ago, but even the biggest Drake fan has to understand and admit that Drake's reputation has definitely taken a hit, mostly due to his own doing.
Yes. Drake has taken a huge hit to his reputation. He has taken, like, okay, I have a couple of Drake fans in my family, right? My brother-in-law, Drake fan. My step-brother-in-law, kind of a Drake fan, you know? The problem is, the problem that we're having, they're noticing all the BS. They don't even watch my channel, right? They know, they've seen like one or two. They do support. They go and they're like, hey, you know what? Here's a like. But they're not really watching the video, and it's mainly because of their Drake fans. They don't want to see me slander his name, right? Not really slandering, but like talking about what is really going on. I'm not slandering. We're just vibing here. We make fun of people here. um, but yeah, they don't want to see me talk shit, right? The problem that I run across, and it's mostly because they know that I'm telling the truth. They know that I'm simply just telling I'm telling it the way that it is. And if a lot of Drake fans were to realize it, they would turn. They would either stop being okay, like if they were to realize everything that Drake has been doing, everything that, because they know what he's doing, but they're like, some people are starting to raise their eyebrows at everything that he does. If people were to realize, yo, like, what the fuck are you doing? It would be a completely different story. Completely different story. But yeah, let's go.
Attempt a stadium tour. Honestly, we'll see, but I definitely would expect a few major co-headliners to really give this record a shot. But enough dilly-dallying.
And then, okay. Drake has needed people for his tours to even do something. Like, for example, when he was over there in Europe, he needed Yeet. He needed a whole bunch of other people. Trying to remember, I can't tell you everybody that he needed. But he did need people to headline or co-headline or open up for his whatever it is, his tour, so that way people can come to see him. And all Kendrick needed was SZA. All Kendrick needed was SZA. And he didn't even need her in the South America side of it, or the part of the Europe leg, you know? And it's crazy to see, because Kendrick is doing these numbers by himself over there. He's still selling out the stadiums. Might I remind you, there was a sea of people that were mosh pitting in Germany to Family Ties. There was a sea of people mosh pitting to Family Ties over there in Brazil. Mexico. And then they gave him the ole, 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 Kendrick. Let's go.
Let's jump right into the video where we have DJ Akademiks claiming Drake is gearing up for the Iceman tour to come after Kendrick Lamar's global tour crown and his all-time highest grossing rap tour record. And these people are...
Now get your popcorn ready. You're about to see the most mental gymnastics that anybody has. This person, you would think that his mind would be buff, or he would have muscles on his head from the amount of mental gymnastics that he does for Drake.
Trying to catch a W by any means, man. Even if it makes...
Grab your popcorns.
Makes him look crazy.
And yes, it would be chess, because what it basically shows is that Drake, who is probably going to break the worldwide record, and I would imagine he's going to aim to break the worldwide record. Keep in mind, Kendrick
Very wishful thinking, Akademiks.
did not break his U.S. record in terms of 350. Kendrick broke the worldwide record for rappers.
Mind you, guys, when people are...
No. It wasn't just for rappers, DJ Akademiks. Because Beyonce was on there too. Beyonce was on there too. This is not just hip hop. This is... Let's continue.
Are touting the record for any tours. They're not really pre-qualifying it by saying, yeah, the highest grossing North American rap tour ever. It's like someone saying the best-selling record on a Tuesday at 3 in the afternoon. And the only people that are doing that are the people fishing for accolades. Something that would be very on brand for Drake, honestly.
Right, so a consistent tour worldwide. Kendrick has the highest gross. In a tour consistent for North America, Drake has the record. I think Drake wants to beat the world record.
But how long did it take him? It took him a whole year, right? You got to put apples to apples, not apples to oranges. Let's go.
And if Kendrick Lamar would have done his whole tour at North America, the same amount of shows, he would have still beat the record. Kendrick Lamar was on a stadium tour, not an arena tour. And guess what? There's a lot more arenas out there than there are stadiums. And the fact that Kendrick Lamar was performing in places that were honestly unprecedented for rappers. When I was down in Mexico City, guys, I spoke to a lot of the fans, and a lot of them actually said that most promoters don't even deal with rap because they have a terrible time moving those tickets. And given that fact, it definitely makes this Kendrick Lamar record that much more special, man. He's performing in places that rappers have never headlined ever.
Going into next year. And I think he's saying, yo, I don't need an agent, really. But if I'm going to have an agent, my agent's not going to rep my op. Fuck.
You still need an agent, fam. And that's another thing.
Dude, man. Are you serious? Okay. Mental gymnastics. This dude does backflips. The dude is doing backflips. He's doing front flips right now. He's doing, since he can't jump that high, right? He's he probably can't break dance either. He's probably there acting like if he's spinning on the floor. He's doing the worm right now. Or he's trying to do the worm.
Him claiming that we can't possibly have the same booking agent.
Man.
At the end of the day, they make money if you make money. So it's definitely in their best interest to make sure that you're getting booked.
Peace isn't over. Meanwhile, Kendrick and SZA...
I'm out. Is that an AI Yeah, the AI taking influencer jobs too. Yeah, this is an AI. And for a group of fans that keep claiming that every Kendrick Lamar fan is a bot, you sure do love to use bots.
The nigga I hated. I probably would, if I'm seeing the lawyer kind of fuck with that nigga a lot too, I'm good. Let me get a different lawyer. You have that lawyer. Like, I don't want to.
And at the same time, like, okay. You know, Drake, okay, so Drake has been stating, yo, I'm unbothered by the whole Kendrick Lamar thing. I'm unbothered. Yet he fires his booking agent that he's had for years because it's the same booking agent that Kendrick Lamar is using. But yet you're unbothered. How does that work, Drake? If you're unbothered, you would keep that booking agent and you would use him to not only beat Kendrick Lamar. I'm telling you, man. And just the fact that you have Kendrick on your mind still after a year. Kendrick doesn't even think about you. Oh man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I have the same lawyer with my op.
That's apples and oranges.
want to have the same nothing with my op. You get what I'm saying? I don't
Hey.
want to have the same car sales.
Drake, if I'm not mistaken, signed with CAA, right? Guess what? I'm pretty sure there's plenty of ops over at CAA. The industry is really, really small. So if you're going to try to avoid people, you're better off doing what LeBron James did, putting your homie in a position to learn the business from those people and having them branch off later and just create your own company.
With my op.
Right.
No, there's many car salesmen out here, especially if you're at the level of Drake. Why would I want to have anything with my op? You're going to pick between us. You're either going to have me or you're going to
No, he's actually not.
have that nigga. And if you have that nigga, you can't have me. And you can't have us both. It doesn't work like that, okay?
It actually does work like that.
Because here's the
It
thing.
does work
Not
like
saying
that.
this guy would be pillow talking, but I don't want you to let my op know what the fuck I'm going to do before I'm going to do it. Also, keep in mind,
Pillow talking? Pillow talking. That's academics. That's kind of sus. Pillow talking. Whoa.
you hear Kendrick even in the beef rap about,
man.
Dude, these tours are so big that guess what? Even if it's not that guy, there's someone there that could potentially leak logistics. So yeah, you not having the same agent honestly really doesn't help as much as you would think. But guess what? You just let go of the person that was responsible for the highest grossing rap tour ever.
he knows all these secrets. And
Well put. Hey, why let go of the person that gave you one of the highest? You're still up there. You're number 2, but you're still up there. Why? Why let him go? He was responsible for your tour. That was stupid.
OVO, well, forget OVO. One of the ways you can know all the secrets with me is if you know exactly what's going on with me, and I don't want that to happen. So I could see that going on.
And guys, unless Drake does like a complete 180 and catch one of those timestamp records, something honestly that he hasn't been able to do since 2018, with Drake not being able to have had a number 1, stay number 1 for longer than a
His ghostwriter probably he probably left his ghostwriter that did the timestamps. Oh, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
week since then. So he's going to have to do something he hasn't done in a very long time. And given where his reputation is at and the fact that he's put out so many records since the beef, I know a lot of these Drake fans try to act as if Drake has been quiet the whole time when that couldn't be further from the truth. The dude has dropped 30 plus records over the past year, man. And the
40.
biggest takeaway from all that is, yeah, he hasn't been able to catch a hit. You can keep blaming the label. You can blame all these other people. But at the end of the day, you have to produce. And you really can't keep saying it's everyone else's fault when you have been putting your own foot in your mouth for the last year and a half.
Right.
As far as Drake being able to beat Kendrick's mark, I think it's going to be really, really difficult unless we have a monumental change. It's not going to be an arena.
Okay, so you're gonna need Drake. You're gonna need to have stadium tours, and you could barely fill arenas over there in wherever you were, Australia. Because we've been talking about your tours. We've been talking about everything that you've been doing. And it's been taking you, you've needed to take influencers over there in order for those influencers to put your stuff out there. You needed to get Yeet and I forgot what the other dude's name from the UK. You needed to get those people in order to get your tour popping over there. I'm just saying, you're gonna need so much more if you want to eclipse what Kendrick Lamar was doing. Instead of selling your tickets for Big Mac prices, you're gonna need to sell those tickets for hundreds of dollars. And at this point, right now, at this point in your career, do you think you could sell your tickets for that much? You got to think about that. Because right now you're down. You are down. I don't know if you can. And especially if you let go of the person that gave Kendrick Lamar the success right now for promoting his stuff over there overseas and here in the US. Man, you're gonna have to do 2 years, just like Yoeqtv said, 2 or 3 years worth of tours in order to eclipse what Kendrick Lamar did here. I'm just saying. Hot take, whatever you guys want to call it, but it is what it is. You're going to have to, in order to eclipse what Kendrick did here, you need to do all that. And right now, at this stage of your career, do you think you can do that?
Or you're gonna have to do like 180 shows, tour for like 2 years to get to that mark. And at that point, we should probably disqualify you for the same reasons that some of these Drake stans are trying to disqualify Kendrick for. But obviously, these Drake stans aren't moved by facts and logic. And what do we always say? You can't reason with somebody that didn't use reasoning to get to their perspective.
True.
Actually, look at some of these comments, guys. Acting like it was a
comments.
U.S. record in the first place. None of those shows on the list are purely U.S. sales. It's crazy watching y'all be this stupid. And that's exactly what I said. These aren't U.S. only records. These are literal world records, guys. But obviously, desperate people are going to do desperate.
And it's not just hip hop records. It's everything. Like it's one of the highest grossing tours. Period. It's not just hip hop. Period.
Things. Drake can barely sell out an arena, let alone a stadium, LMAO.
There you go.
And yeah, some of those arenas were full, guys. He probably didn't completely sell out, but we also have to understand that a stadium is 2 to 3 times the size of these arenas, even the bigger arenas. I want to say hold, what, like 20,000 at the highest end. Kendrick Lamar was performing in stadiums that had capacities of 80,000 people plus, guys. But yeah, again, apples and oranges. And if you're going to beat that mark, you're going to have to either do a stadium tour or tour for like 2 years straight.
Damn.
You literally have to tour.
Hey, can you do a 2-year tour? God damn. 2-year tour? Fuck.
For 12 months straight. Honestly, I would probably double that. To break Kendrick's record, the arenas Drake doesn't generate as much as the stadiums Kendrick fills. And I want to say it's almost double the money, if I'm not mistaken, after looking at the touring data. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think there's a possibility that Drake could pull this off? I honestly don't think so, especially if we're estimating at the pace he actually did before and where Drake's reputation is right now. So definitely let me know what you guys think. And actually let me know if you guys think there's any excitement for this tour at all. I've been seeing tons of Drake fans. I'm not talking about stans. Fans complaining about this rollout, literally begging Drake to just drop the album and what the hell is going on with all this stuff. The biggest highlights we've seen from fans.
And it's crazy because you haven't, just like Yoeqtv said, you haven't dropped your album. So why are you announcing a tour if you haven't dropped your album? Like, what are you even doing? You need to, in order for this to stick, drop the album. People need excitement. People need something to look forward to. How are you going to do something if you haven't even released a product? It's like going and announcing that you're dropping a shirt. 4 months pass, 5 months pass, 6 months pass. You haven't even dropped your shirt. You haven't dropped the merch. You haven't, or kind of like, okay, like Marvel. I'm sorry, Marvel. I'm sorry, Disney. But you announce a movie. You drop a trailer. You go and you announce this movie. You're building up hype, and then you just scrap the product. You scrap the movie. and there's no excitement for it. And then all of a sudden, you bring the movie back, and do you think people are going to be excited about it again? Hell no. They're not going to be excited about it anymore. So why create a tour if you haven't dropped the product? If you haven't dropped your project? It just doesn't make sense. Let's go.
Is them bigging up the production, not the songs, not the lyrics, but the beats, guys. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. I really want to thank you guys so much for continuing to make this channel a part of your day. It honestly means the world to me. And all the love and support that you guys continue showing this channel on a daily is honestly overwhelming and probably the biggest reason why I make these videos. So I definitely want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all your support.
Y'all go subscribe to Yoeqtv. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Also, if you guys wanted to watch it uninterrupted, just click on that link and it'll take you directly to this video. Now, what are my thoughts? I think that Drake and his team will not be able to eclipse it in the amount of time that Kendrick did it, mostly because right now his career is not in the place that Kendrick's is. Number two, it would take him longer to do it. It's kind of like what I said about the albums a couple weeks ago. You drop 30 songs on one album, and you may have more songs on that album, but what is it? What is the difference between quantity and quality? If you don't have a quality album, if you're just dropping music just to drop it, what is it that you're actually doing? You may have one or two good songs on the album, but you dropped 30 songs and none of them chart. Since you guys like numbers, right? None of them chart. One or two songs from your 30 plus song album, only 2 dropped, as opposed to Kendrick's GNX album. Kendrick's GNX album, every single song hit. Every single song charted, and it was fighting itself for 2 months. 2 months. And why? Is because it was a quality album. That's the difference between quantity and quality. If you're going to drop something, if you're going to try to do numbers and get people excited, you need to have quality songs on that album. If not, people are not going to be interested. Also, I think that in order to get what you are looking for, in order to get the numbers that Kendrick was doing, you're going to need to tour for 2 years in order to get that. Especially if you're going to be doing arenas. Or every single day for a year. You're going to have to tour every single day for a year. Damn. Again, that's the difference between quantity and quality. God damn. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Go ahead and like the video if you guys like the video. Go ahead and do the YouTube thing. Like, comment, subscribe. Share the video with your family and friends. And hit the noti bell on your way out. This has been your boy, Jtomreactions. I am out this bitch. Ya tu sabes. You guys already know. Let's fucking go.